All right, day 7. Let day 7 begin. We're gonna get more stuff done. Hopefully, maybe if we're lucky. We'll see. Let's see how far we get today. Let me just do this bring up thing here. To Discord. Announcements. I keep doing that with the thing there. Then here we go. See. Eight. There we go. All right. So today what we want to do is move things. We're gonna do sup Jack. It's like, let me bring this monitor down a bit here. You want to come down, monitor. There we go. Now the monitor is visible. Beautiful. How's your day been so far today, Jack? Okay, so let's see. Where did we leave off again? I think that we left off with being able to target and hit players, hit enemies, based off of how the distance between us. But one of the things that I want to do is incorporate signals to clean this up, because I don't like the way the health bar is working. So we've got a couple options for that. We can pass it through somehow to the enemy, or we could do a on change something or other or whatnot here. Give me a second here. So let's potentially do that. Unity signals. Unity node. Actually, wait. I can probably think of a better way to do this. Let's just go to the code here. Okay, so we've got the user. The user has the target health bar. What I want to do is attach the character here to this. It's been good. Had a dream that I made a Lego James Bond game. Nice. That's kind of dope. Where's the health bar? Here's the health bar. All right, so in the health bar here, we want to have something that like on change, right? Does Unity have pointers? Yes, however, only to certain contexts. Pointers in C# can only hold values to arrays or array types. If object A's actual type is a reference type, then object B will be a pointer. I wonder, I don't want to save the entire character twice. Yeah, the game looked good, but I'm never going to make it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, one, you'd need to get the licensing, right? And that's going to be like half like insane anyways, right? Okay, so we don't actually care about this else. All right, but we want to do this update health bar. I want this to auto update, right? Based off of the character. So what I'm thinking here is if we've got public hide in inspector, public character, character. There we go. No, I don't like this either. That's also not going to do it. What if I pass the reference into the character here? Now, what if I do this? Public health bar. Health bar. No, it would be in character. No, that's not it. This is it. Character here. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see here. Character stats. Like, I don't know if I want to do this, right? But like, hide in inspector, public health bar, there, and then that should be defaulted to null. I think that should be defaulted to null on first run here. Yeah, maybe I could get a free pass like the fan avatar game. Probably not, since they make video games. It seems unlikely. Take damage. All right, so then here we would say this would in here. In here. Yeah, valued. Wait, no, I don't want to put it in character either. Wow. Okay, this is so hard. Because like I really don't want to put it in character. And I want some kind of signal system here. And I just don't think that it's going to be done. Like, it's so stupid. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it literally where it is. Okay. Yeah. I can't think of a better way to do that right now. I'm sure that there is. I just can't think of it right this moment. I haven't. Might take a look at it later. If you ping me on Discord a link to it, I'll take a look at it after later tonight. Yeah, I don't have a better way of doing this. All right. I'm gonna say respawn. This would be public. Virtual void respawn. And then here we'll do a respawn here. So Unity respawn object. spawn object. How would this work? Random coordinates, actually. Unity random words generator. Generating a random string from a specific length. Wow, that's like not at all what I wanted. No. Maybe there's like a, let's see, Unity respawn enemy in section of world. Enemy respawn after death, MMO style C#. Here we go. Enemy respawn. Create a new C# script called respawn. Create a new empty object in the scene called respawn point. Attach respawn to the respawn point. Open respawn. Add all this. Let's see here. Public rule death. Float timer. Public float cooldown. Public game object enemy, public string enemy, game object last enemy. Use this for initialization. If you want to add this line, death equals false. This game object dot name equals enemy plus spawn point. Update is called once per frame if death equals true. If my enemy is death, a timer will start, timer plus delta time. If the timer is bigger than cooldown, if timer is bigger than cooldown, we'll create a new enemy of the same class at this position. Enemy transform position. Initiate enemy. Oh, initiate. Let's take a look at this. Unity. Clones the object original and returns the clone. This function makes a copy of the object in a similar way to the duplicate command in the editor. If you are cloning a game object, you can specify its point, position, and rotation. These default in the original game object's position, rotation. Otherwise, if you are cloning a component the game object is attached to. Oh, cool. Go to your enemy health script and add this. Oh, okay, so we can just destroy it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So here we'll say destroy. Actually, I don't know if that's quite what we'd want, right? Like, let's see here. I guess we would want to like enabled equals false. Let's try that. Let's see if this works. I have a feeling it's probably not, but you know, like you never know. Ah, thanks. Cool. The object doesn't disappear. What about welcome back, Goofy King. Destroy this. Was it destroy? Nope, does not destroy the way that I wanted it to. Beautiful. Wait, I think this has like the... Does this have the rigid body? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so we destroy the rigid body maybe. Rigid body. Let's try that. Do, 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 do. Nothing works. Like, none of this works. Why does this not work? How do we... How do... Destroy rigid body. Move your empty to a position. Yeah, I want to, like... I want to destroy the object, and then I'm going to respawn it. Okay, so Unity... disable object in script. Oh, we could do object.active. So maybe rigid body.active. Nope. Okay. Love it. Just love it. Okay. What else? Okay, wait. So, oh, GameObject.setActive. Maybe it's rigid body.setActive. Nope. Would it be set this.setActive? Nope. What would it be then? Maybe it's like maybe it's get component, right? So maybe it would be get component. What would this type be? I think, wait, this was 3D object cube. Would it just be like cube? Is there like a thing where I can look at what the type of this is? Or can I get the object by name? Unity get object by name. Or wait. Unity get object script is attached to. The script is attached to a game object, so this dot transform. Okay, wait. So it'd be like, one sec. What if we did this? This dot transform. Let's see if this works. Destroying the transform component is not allowed. See here, Unity, take game, make game, make object invisible. Disappear, maybe disappear. Make a game object disappear. Render door.setActive. This dot set active is false. Transform dot set active. Nope. Unity set active. Game object set active. Okay, so we obviously don't have the game object. So we say Unity get object script is attached to. Maybe somebody will have an answer that actually is decent other than this. Game object dot name. Literally game object. You want transform for rotation and stuff. So is it just game object then? Game object. Oh, okay. So it's game object. Interesting. Let's see if this works. Boom. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Wait, so that means for the health bar here, we can do this. Target health, right? We can say target health bar dot set act dot game object dot set active false. Let's take a look at what this would do. Boom. Yes, it does. There we go. Sweet. Update target. If target is not equal to null here, right? And then here we'll say target health bar dot game object dot set active is true. Else target health bar dot game object dot set active is false. That was super fun. I guess it's still targeting. Oh, this is the update. Clear target. Here we would just do this. Found out that radar is available for this, which is a C# application by JetBrains, and I really like the JetBrains suite, so I might switch over to that instead of Visual Studio Code. Beautiful. This is what I wanted. Just what I wanted. Amazing. Wait, why didn't it disappear? Why didn't that one disappear? This one didn't disappear. Why didn't it disappear? What's going on here? This is enemy 3. No, it's enemy 2. Why does this not work for... But it works for this one. But not for this one. This one's become untargetable. Does this one work? Okay, so there's something special about character 2 for some reason. What I might do is just delete character 2 and then duplicate this here and put them right there. And then we'll just move him. Wait. No. Okay, there we go. Okay, so character 2 is here. Let's see if this works. Maybe there's something funky with that specific character for some reason. Yeah, there was just something weird about that one character. Because all of these still work. Okay. This one takes a long time because it has a lot of health. There we go. Okay, sweet. We got that. So now I want to do Unity set respawn area. Wait. Unity get random position in area. Here's a quick function to get a random. Well, it isn't hard to get the dimensions of an object. So find min and max for each layer of dimension you are using, then just do initiate game object vector 3 random range min max random range. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we would need to, let's see. Oh, I'm in game. That's why everything's so weird. I was like, why are things just not feeling quite right here? Is there a way to like put down just like an area? Wind zone. What's wind zone? Is that seriously like a, oh, it's just a random tree. What's a wind zone? Text. Quad. What's a quad? Interesting. Okay, so not that. Okay, so new 3D object? Maybe, probably. I feel like this is probably it. What's a wind zone? Oh, wait, I think I know what that is. It's to push with physics. Create, so wait, Unity, create invisible area. There's got to be a way to like put down a position. Just put down a like an area that we can spawn into, right? And just get a random position from. Like, I'm not sure how that would work. Hmm. We could have them fall out of the sky. Because like I don't want to set a random I think it's a Y position, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to set a random Y position because then the character might spawn too far off the ground, right? Like really far in the ground. And then if they fall, they get hit and die if we add fall damage, which I might do. So I want to like do like respawn an area. Unity spawn area spawn. Area based spawn. In Unity, one method of creating a spawn area is to place an empty game object at a point and then use random range around that point. That's not quite what I want, but like it's a little bit. Random spawn game object. This isn't quite what I want. Like I could, well actually I could do a random X and Z coordinates and then take those X, Z coordinates and then find the Y using a hit. That could be it. Like array. This could be interesting. Let's try this. So we're gonna go to character here. And we're gonna say respawn. I think I copied those wrong. There you go. There. Random range. And this would be, I think this is a vector? No, it's a float. Okay, so float. And this is a vector. Oops. Ah, no, stop. Thank you. Vector 3. There. And what we want is to add a respawn min max here. Min max, something like this here. But these need to be public. And then y we won't set, so float x-axis. Wait. Min x, max x. Oh, here we go. To do here. No, that's not what I wanted either. Okay, here we go. So much fun. Here we go. Public, there. Then to get the y coordinates, we want to shoot a, I think we've got something around here. It's not quite what we want, that one. It's more here. Raycast camera. Here we go. Something like this. Here, and then if hit, this should always hit. But what we want to do is say vector 3, and this would be x-axis, and then this would be, say, 1000, and then this would be z-axis, and we could do new. To do vector, oops. $1,000 there, and then raycast here. Random position there. Right? Wait, is that not right? Let's see here. Unity raycast. Unity find object at Unity 3D find object at x, y, no, not x, y, x, z position. I think it was x, z, right? Yeah, because y is, yeah, x and z position. How to get objects? Transform position x, it is debug. Getting an object's y coordinate. Finding an object. Let's see here. spawning an object at random position when you don't know the why. All you have to do is swap in the destroy. Because right now they could like fall in, right? It's kind of poopy. How can I spawn random objects that are not overlapped between? My technical knowledge, but if you have you'll either have to get the script to spawn objects every X amount of positions. In fact, so they appear on the uniform manner, in a uniform manner. You can use physics overlap sphere to test if two objects are overlapping. I assume that's not what I wanted either. Spawn object at random position on another object. Solved. My question is, how do I make sparkles create themselves randomly in random positions, but only within the host object sprite? Use random range. Your range is in bounding box of object. X and Y so that the position within the sprite of each object might group. Prefer random integer instead of random float. And the dimensions of the object and position are useful. How to handle random spawner of objects in Unity. For now, I suppose that I'm just gonna frickin' just say F it and just, you know, whatever. O.5. Okay. Respawn. Let's see here. Void. Vector 3. Gen respawn position. Or get random position. There we go. Character get random position is not all code paths returned. Oh, right. I need to actually do the return here. Return random position. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So what we can do now is here. We can say we can actually do the, let's just do the game object here, right? So here we'd say, oops. This would be target dot game object dot set active false, and then here we would say so that would clear it from here, or we could destroy it, right? Let's see if we can destroy this. Target dot game object dot destroy. Nope. target dot game object dot destroy. Oh, wait. It's destroy target game object here, right? Unity destroy. Did I spell destroy wrong? Was that why? Was it because I spelled it wrong? I probably spelled it wrong, didn't I? There we go. Game object destroy here. And then I think this might actually work as well. Let's try this. We're almost there. Okay, so that did kind of work. One sec. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. User 82. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Here we go. Sorry. My bad. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. And then save. Okay, we should be good. Oops. Here, we're going to play this again. Boom. That actually destroyed the object here. Beautiful. So what we'll do now is we will say clear target, and then I think that should also auto clear target. And then what we can do now is get random position. Let's instance this here. One sec. What is it? It's how do we instance here? Instance random position. We'll say respawn here. No, we don't want that. I guess we would need to know what type of object it is. So in this case, we would need to, let's see, instance game object. What's game object? Oh man, this is painful. We need can we attach something to this? Is there not like... How would we do this? Where do we put the main script? Unity. Where to put the main game script? Start function is executed. There's no... Unity, where should I put world logic? Should I put world logic? Hi Dan, I usually make an empty game object and attach the script to it. Usually the script is also in the first scene, which also might show a splash screen. And you keep it alive using don't destroy on load. Visible outside of function. Variables outside of functions are not global variables in Unity JavaScript. You can use static keyword to make them global. It's fine. Here's a handy script in Unity, Unify wikis, where a bunch of great stuff here. Masterclass. All right, let's take a quick look. That's cool. Not going to a site that's loading well. It basically makes a script you attach to an object easily accessible. I don't care about that. What I care about is like, where does C#? Attach 3D separating data and logic. Where to attach global scripts in Unity. Here we go. To explain on answer, consider a script like this. Game state update on GUI. You can then create an object called game system in the root of your scene. The only components it would have be the built-in transform component, set its position to the origin, its rotation to identity, and its scale to 1. Not that it matters, but it's good practice. Attach the game system component to that object. Now you can access your global variables simply by using game system, instance, blah. Its event handler methods are invoked automatically by Unity since it derives from mono behavior and exists as a component. You can add fields to it that reference other game objects or components and connect them on the Unity object hierarchy view. This is a little weird. It can feel a little dirty to have to create an object that even has a transform, which is always just a global singleton. It's what Unity requires to create global objects that get an update message and are manipulatable. Okay. Huh. There's also this. Running a game manager. All right. All right, so what we do is we create an empty game object, right? And we'll call it game manager or world manager, rename. World manager. There. Put it at 0, 0, 0. Right? I don't think you can even see this thing, can you? No, you cannot. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay, and then this would add new script. World manager. Let's just call it world, actually, yeah. Create an ad. Rename world. This will be the first one. There we go. Now we have a world script. I can start moving some of this oddity this odd stuff out, right? Because some of this doesn't make sense to be in the user, right? It should be in something else. So here we'll say HUD scene. Where did I put world? Oh, there it is. So let's go back to project here. We're going to move the world into scripts. And is there a way to delete that? Whatever. I will leave it. It does not matter. Okay, there we go. Scripts, world. Here we go. So I'm going to move some of this world logic out here. Right? So here we're going to say public array list. Let's see how we do this. We create array of game objects. Transform selector. Oh, okay. So it's just like that. Sorry. Game object. Wait, no, I don't want this to be game objects. Actually, no, it would be game objects. And here we'll say world items. And then public game object. Or sorry, public character. And this would be characters. And then, or sorry, players. And then public character. Enemies. And then public character. NPCs. Okay, so on start here, and we're gonna say we're gonna divvy these up a little bit here. Public ulong enemy world enemy count. Or sorry, starting world enemy count. Public ulong starting world NPC count. World items. This is eventually just going to read in from a database. Will be replaced with read from database. And actually, this can just become an int. Public int starting world item count. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a random thing, right? We're going to get a random amount of characters here. So we need to build the character. We need to I think we need to like do like this, right? So like maybe not this one. Well, we'll use enemy one here. And so this would be, how do we make a unit? Let's see here. Unity make an object reusable. This isn't quite what I want, I don't think, here. Prefab. The handler should instance. Okay. Turning object into prefab. Unity. I ended up using the form link. Wait, I think somebody else here. In the project, right click, create prefab from hierarchy view. Just drag and drop into the prefabs. Create prefabs? Wait, was it from here? Wait, would it be, I click here. Select prefab root. Open create. Okay, from here maybe? No. Here? No. How do we prefab? Didn't realize you can just drag something into on the same prefab. That's a lot. Just curious, what if you need to turn a prefab into a model object again? Then you drag the prefab back into the hierarchy. Okay, wait. Do I just do this then? Oh, there's a, oh, that's really easy. Enemy. So we just do new folder prefabs. And we just do that. And then we'll do a new folder, create folder. Materials. Cool. Okay, and then we're going to delete these. Delete and delete. Beautiful. And then the user prefab will come down here. Beautiful. Then we will also delete this. And I'm going to delete this as well because it's useless. There we go. Save. Beautiful. Now if I go play, it's going to be beautiful. There's literally nothing. Amazing. Just amazing. Okay, so can I edit scripts of a prefab? Editing my prefabs scripts. How do I edit prefab scripts? Agreed. Other. Looks like you might be missing. It's pretty straightforward. Make the correct objects dirty. Okay, so because I'm still messing around with this, I'm just going to just going to add one of the, wait, where's my script? Okay, so the user script is still here. Let's see if this works. Let's add something to the user script because it's going to be the easiest way to find out if this works. Here we'll say public int. This is a test. This is a test. Okay, so prefabs automatically pick up what I do here. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so Unity initialize or instance, sorry. Unity instance a prefab. Public game object prefab instance my prefab. Unity get prefab from path. Is it possible to get a loading resources at runtime? Is this what you're looking for? Resource folders are collections of assets that are included in the built-in Unity player, but are not necessarily linked to a game object inspector. Resource folders are collections of game objects. Okay. You call resource load. Whenever you want to load an asset from one of these folders, you call resource load. Oh, okay. That's nice and easy. Okay, so where's our world? Here's our world. So start here, we'll do the load, resource load, text object, no, we'll say game object. And this will be, sorry, not assets. Wait, what was it? It was resources. Oh, okay. So we have to come back here and this needs to be resources. Wait, it has to be resources? Okay, so instead of it being prefabs, it needs to be resources. Rename. Resources. There we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this would be text What we want here is just the enemy, right? Actually, I wonder if we can just do this. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm just gonna see if we can just do it in the game world here. Where's our world? Here. World. Here. Oh, yay! Beautiful. Size. Oh, amazing. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. That is totally what we're going to do. Okay, so we'll come back to here and we'll say, what was I going to do? Right, we're going to do this. And here we'll say, enemies, public game object, preloads, enemy preloads, and we'll do the same for the player. Actually, the player we don't need to. No, I think we can get away with not reloading the player like that. It's like this. Wait, what was this here? To text. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we just do this. This would just be, I think, user is what I called it, right? Yeah. And then for the enemies, we would just do, and then this would be user resource. Oops. Wait, what was text file? Okay. User, and then this would be user, and this would be a game object. And then here we would have game object enemy, and this would be user preload and private user preload game object and private game object enemy reload. There we go. Enemy preload equals enemy. I think that's what it was called. Yep. Now let's see what happens here. So we'll click on world, right? And I'm going to temporarily do public. There. Those two. And then I will do this, run, and then these should change. Oh, they did! Yay! Okay, so then if we say on start here, so now they're preloaded, right? And then we would say game object. And then this would be user equals to do instance. No, I said instance, didn't I? I said instance, right? Unity create instance of prefab. This would be user preloaded. What's this though? What is that? Quarantine identity. Everything's going with quarantine identity, so like it just seems like it's gonna be something that we do. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna do that and go with that. All right. So I'm just gonna hit play, and this should hopefully put my character in there. And it does. And I think I'm moving, but it's hard to tell. No, I'm not moving. There's zero movement. This is great. No movement at all. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. User clone. User script, yeah. I'm not seeing the... Oh, it's probably like some of the extra stuff that I added on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back to user, and I'm going to get rid of these health bar things for now. Health bar. There we go. I think that should probably fix it, and it's probably like a console thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so play. Yeah, we're moving. As you can totally tell, we're totally moving. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. We have successfully moved our character. It is phenomenal, and I am super happy about it. Okay, so now let's spawn the enemies, right? All right, so here we would say for int I equals 0, I is less than n starting enemy count, enemy count, and then I plus plus, and then this would be game object equals new enemy equals, oh wait, and then this would be let's just do this here. Public game object. This also needs to be game object here, and then this here would be game object user. Yeah, there we go. Here, and then this would just be user, and then we would also want to do that here, and then new enemy would be instance and this would be identity. And this would be enemy reload. And then the vector 3 of, this would be new vector 3 of 0, 0, 0. Oh, yeah, 1 sec. Instantiate. There we go. And then if we come back to the game world, right, we can come up here and we can say the, oh wait, we forgot to also then append it here. And then this would be that, and then it would be enemies dot append or push. one sec. Just to do C# add to array. Adding values to an array. You can do it this way. Alternatively, you can use lists. Oh, okay. So this would just be enemies I equals new enemy. This also needs to be game object. Game object. There we go. There we go. We come back over to here. Let's preset this to 1 or 0. I think this can be, we're just going to get rid of this here. We'll keep that, and then because we're not using them, I don't want to actually do them for now. Yeah. Enemies, that's fine. These are not needed. There we go. We have the we have that, and then this would be private. Doesn't need to be there. Private doesn't need to be there. This can also be private, and this would be equal to 1 as the starting. Now it will always be 1 unless somebody sets it differently. Scene. Huh. Okay, so there's the world. Starting enemy count 1. Or no, yeah, 1 for now. Play. I think this enemy should spawn on top of me. Object reference is not sent to an instance of object. 36. 36. Wait, what? This should just work. Wait, what was it here? Null reference exception. Object reference is not set to an instance of object. What? No. What language is this? What programming language? C#. What? Debug dot format log dot log. Then we could try this. Let's see if the string interpolation just works. Here, we'll say new enemy. And then this would be, I think, this new enemy. Hey, that does work. Now we don't need the format. Beautiful. It is an object. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. 37. It's like, what the heck? It's literally right there. We're preloading. Let's preload this at +1 and +1 there. Maybe it's because it's like loading on top of me. I don't know. It's really weird. It's still an error. Null reference exception. Object reference is not set to an instance. $37, which is this one here. but it is a game object because like this one doesn't error out, right? And then here we would say, one sec. You can convert it back to an array. Array.concat. Huh. Wait. Oh, you know what? I think it's because these arrays don't auto grow, do they? Yeah, I don't know that these arrays auto grow. Unity array auto grow. Do arrays automatically grow? Oh, wait. It's because it doesn't exist. Why am I being stupid? Players. Players equals equals game object. What is it? It's game object. Yeah, and then we would just do user. Wouldn't that be it? Oh, okay. So no, it would just be this. Right? Wait, what's going on here? C sharp create array with values. Oh, okay. So you have to do like new. Oh, new game object array. That's so annoying. Wait. Is there a way to do 5? Okay, this is what we need here. Okay, so this would be enemies. Enemies equals new game objects, and this would be starting world enemy count. There we go. Beautiful. And then what happens if we say 10? Obviously, they're not far enough apart. Maybe step them 2. Because I think if they spawn on top of each other, they're still spawning too close together. Like really close together. Oh, wait. It's I. I plus 1. That's why. They should be like, they should make a line. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, move. There we go. Okay, so now let's get a random set of coordinates. Can we use the prefab for that? Enemy reload dot get wait, if I go to character, right? I want to make this static. Public C# public static. Oh, okay, so it's just public static. Public static. Nope. Okay, so that's not going to quite do what I want because it's going to not give me access to those min max values. So what we'll do here is we get that, and then we would do new. One sec. Character here on start. Welcome back, King. Goofy King. Okay, so on start this, if what would we want to do here? We would want to say if, ooh, I know what to do. Public bool random location. Oops. Random spawn location. Oops, there. Random spawn location. There. And then if I come down to start here, target. And I'm going to set this to default of true. Start. We'll say okay, so the transform dot position is fine, right? And that takes in a vector. And then what we'll need to do here is say, this would be if random start spawn location, right? We would set this differently, which would be equal to gen or get, or what was it again? It was get random position. That's what it was. Get random position. Oops. Here. Get random position. And then here, if we come back to here and we go to projects and we look at the enemy prefab, we can minimize this, move this up here. Then we can look at this here. I might actually move it up even further, but I don't think we can we? No. Can't put anything above transform. Open prefab for full editing support. Open prefab? Oh, okay. Whatever. Here, and then we can close these stats. And then what we can do here is random spawn location set to true. Beautiful. Min max here. We would say this would be min location of say 50. And min is, we'll say -50, or sorry, -20 by -20. Max is 20 by 20. And then save. And then user, we don't want random spawn locations. And then we hit play. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. They all spawned. Yay. Oh, so good. So now we can kill this thing, right? Obviously, we're not going to see the health bar move because that's not being programmed yet. And also, you know, like stuff. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Amazing. So amazed. Okay, so that totally works. Now what we want to do is we want to make this. Can we rename this? No, it won't let us rename. You must exit play mode. Oh, okay. Can we rename this? No, it won't let us rename this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This is just like us, just like a make do thing anyways. Okay. All right, so what do we want to do now? We want the health bars. Health bars. The canvas health bars. Right? We want those to be rigged up by default, but we want to move them over into the game world. So the game world is actually managing them. Here. So this would be, we'll just say public health bar, user health bar, and then public health bar, target health bar there. And then I do want to actually do signals here. Unity signal object when something happens in another script. Sending messages to another Unity script. So good, it's broken. All objects that need to know if a gun is being fired will need a script. This script also assumes that the player object has a variable called is shooting in the gun shoot script. I haven't tested this, but it should do. Cool. Yeah, that's a thing. Well, the problem I'm running into now is that the Boolean variable is either true to too long or not long enough. By network, do you mean online multiplayer or just network? Just a network of guns with a game. It's a multiplayer network. Sending on-off messages via Boolean variables, but it remains true too long. The remote gun will fire too many bullets, and if it doesn't stay true long enough, it won't fire at all. In the same function that you create your bullet. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Do something when something else happens in another script. So is this like a thing where like instead of a variable for the script on the game object, have a variable for the game object to which the script is attached? You can get the script like this. Set this in the inspector window. Get a reference to the script attached to the game object. Oh, wait. This actually might be the way to do it here. Health bars. So we could do public character there. And then here we could do all the logic that I was doing here for the clear target, right? This would be moved into here. Oops, clear target. Max health is equal to 0. This is equal to 0. And game object set active is false. Public void clear target. This would be game object dot set active to false. No, because we want to oh wait. Public always display bool equals false if always display, if not always display. There. And then when we attach the health bar, when we attach the user to the health bar, we'll set it to always display, and then when we attach the target, we'll set it to not always display. Actually, no, this doesn't need to be like this. Here, yeah, we don't need to do that. Let me just say clear target. Yeah. Or no. We'll just do it in the main game, I think. Yeah. There. World here. Update target. I don't think that we need an update target anymore, do we? No, because we're going to do this differently, which will prevent this from being needed altogether. Right? So this would be like health bar here. And then where's our update? We have an update somewhere around here. Static. No, I've got an update around here somewhere. Start here. Void update. That's what we wanted. Okay, so this would be update. And then in this update, we're just going to check to see if the character has a different value than current health. So if character character dot health is not equal to current health, we will update this by doing current health equals character dot health. Maybe, no. Maybe I can attach. No, I don't really like that either. Get component script. So there's no signaling system, right? Unity script API, object send message. Public void send message string, method name, object value. Class 2, apply damage, float, print damage. Game object dot send message apply damage. Calls the function apply damage with the value of 5. Every script attached to the game object that has apply damage function will be called. Ah. Calls the method name. Okay. Oh, that is not bad at all. Every script attached to the game object calls the function apply damage with a value of 5. Every script attached to the game object that has apply damage function will be called. Okay. So if we say apply damage and then amount, oops, and then, okay, so if this is apply damage, then we pass in the value. No, I don't know if I want to do that. No, I don't want to do it that way. There needs to be a better way. There's got to be a different way, right? Switch to manual. This is used by send message and broadcast message, game objects, and components. I think the best way to do it would actually be to like, but I don't want to attach. I don't want to have these characters all have that attached to them, right? Because like right now I would have to like have, have a health bar attached to every character, like have a health bar object, right? So it'd be like this, right? Public health bar would be the health bar. Oh, that's already there, right? There's the health bar. And then when we apply damage, right? Attack, take damage. I wanna rename this. Oops. Here. Okay, so it's only in the two spots right now. I like that apply damage. Apply damage. It's better than take damage. Apply damage. Yeah, there. Then in here, this would be health bar dot update. I feel like this should be long. Update. Why is that not working? Health bar. Oh, wait. Yeah, this would be health bar apply damage. Apply damage. Alright. Did I make that private or something? Oh, yeah, it is. Public void. Apply damage there. Let's see if it works. Then we come over to the world here. And we deal with the targeting here. Health bar user and health bar, right? So if user dot target is not equal to null, is target private? No, target is not private. Game object. God damn it. Damn it all. Player, and then this would be private character user character. Or wait, could I do this maybe? One sec. If I've got the prefab, right, could I do user dot character? No, it would have to be like the get thing, right? In character here. Get component. Get component user. Okay, so this would be public user character. I want to rename that, but I feel like it's going to cause problems. Fuck it. Let's do it anyways. Go here. We're going to go to scripts. We're going to rename this to user character. Rename. User character. This is probably going to break something. I just feel like it is. Let's see if it breaks anything. Wow. Object reference is not set to an instance of object. Yeah, that's fine. There's so much broken. It's fine. Oddly enough, it didn't break anything, so we're pretty good. But then we need to come over here and we need to do user, and then we're going to rename this to, let's see, it's used a bit all over the place here. So here we'll say user character, and this is probably going to break a bunch of things. Like here, this is wrong, user character. This is not being updated. This is, oh wait, that's not what I wanted either. God damn it. Character user. Sorry, this is user character. Let's go back to here, and we're going to rename this. Wait, which one is it? That's stats. There, user, rename. Rename. Character. There we go. Beautiful. We've done the good stuff here, and then this one here we're just gonna delete. Move to recycling bin. I should have deleted it from here, right? Whatever. I created it in here. It'll be fine. We still have the world. We still have, we have this, which would be user character there. This user character equals user dot get component user character. User character dot target is not equal to null. Do something here. User character. That actually worked surprisingly well. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so here we're going to say user character dot health bar equals user health bar. There, and then here we'll say not equal to null. User character dot target dot health bar target object, or no, this would be target character. Target character dot health bar is equal to target health bar. I'm gonna say target's health bar. There we go. Yeah, and then user character here, which is not actually that. It's actually just character. Yeah, character. Target character. There. Is there anything else here? Yes, here. Target character. There. Beautiful. All right. There's a couple here. So what we're going to do is just do a mass target object with target character. That's replace. Beautiful. Amazing. Everything is good. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Metadata file meta exists. User can't be found. Is moved or deleted along with it. How do I fix this? Where's the meta file? Oh god, no. Where's meta files? Where's the meta file? Create. We'll just create this, and this will be character. Or sorry, user. There. And then what we'll do is we'll just do delete. Delete. And then I think that should get rid of it, right? Yeah, beautiful. Okay. It kind of works. Wait, what's going on here? Null reference 81 of character. 81. Apply damage. Why is apply damage doing this? Okay, what did I do? Oh, right, because this is getting called, right? We destroy it and then we clear the target. And clear target is here, right? Wait, well, where is clear target here? We don't need this. That's pointless now. What was that? That was update. No, that was apply damage. No, that is required because we need to update the damage. Let's see here. Unity, do something on value change. Using simple variables, the best you can do is consistently check the update whether or not. However, if you use properties, this is a little cleaner because you know when a variable is set. I'll subscribe and listen to either of these events. However, if you okay, this is cool. So we can do this. We can interrupt the setter and do a variable change, and then component with event. Private void start component with event on variable change. Variable changer change handler. Listen. I'm a little bit confused on this one. I'll be right back. I need more water. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so however, if you on change delegates. Okay, so if I Unity on change event. Event on change variable. This is the one that I just read. Variable listeners. Is there a way to trigger an event if a variable from another script changes without calling it in update? Love to avoid calling everything in update. You can use get set and run a function each time. Variable. Okay, let's see here. Event sender. Event public delegate float new val. Okay, so this is the event, right? This is the sender event. The script containing the code you wish to listen for changes in your variable. Event listener. Find. Okay, so start. On variable change. Oh, wait. I think I get this. Event sender. Okay, so I think I get it. I think I get it now. Took a and I think this one actually is probably a better example. Okay, so we come back here. We're just gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna put this back to where I want it, and then come back here. Yeah, here, and then we're gonna go to the health bars, and apply damage is fine, but that's not really what we want. What we want is this to be to subscribe to a listener. This would be private void variable change handler. This would be a ulong. of amount. And then this would be no, this would be new health. Wait. Yeah. New health. New current health. And then this would be current health equals new current health. And then, wait. I also need that other one. Where's that other one? Where's the other one here? There it is. Okay, this also had some pieces in it that I'm curious about. All right, so the event sender has event on variable change, right? So here would be character. Where's character? Character here. And this is no longer needed. Yeah. And then here we'll say public event on on variable change delegate. And then here we'd say on health change. Right. This might be a little too old. On variable change delegate. Unity. On variable change delegate. Yeah. Yeah, these are the same. Wait, what? Ow. Wait, is it because I'm not using engine? No, Unity engine's imported. And they're saying that's what it is. This is a mono behavior. Yeah. Wait. Wait, is this the... No, that's the event sender. And then the event listener picks it up. Yeah. Okay, so what's the issue here? The script contains the code you wish to listen for changes in your variable. Yeah. But why is this not working? This isn't working because it's an error. It's showing this as an error. This should not be an error. Unity, what was it? It was on on value changed. Okay, so it's changed since here. Wait, which version am I running? What's my version? 0.4. All right, let's go to 0.4. Cool. There's no documentation for the version I'm on. This is This is super fun. Wait, what? No. No, don't give me this. Don't be mean like that. 19.3, please. No. Okay, so that page is disappeared in 19. 19.4. Oh my god, no, please. Please no. 2. Okay, so let's go to 3. Maybe they changed the structure. Okay, there we go. 4. This is what I'm on, right? And wait, what versions are there? How did I not get one of these? Oh, whatever. Anyways, I like installed this the other day. Okay, so we are in script references. Where's script references? Oh god, this is not good. I don't see script references. Oh my god. Oh, scripting API. Here we go. Okay, this is engine. Oh god, this is not good. Everything has changed. Okay, engine UI, apparently. UI. Wait. Engine.ui. I guess UI element. Classes. On value changed. Let's just try this. On value changed. Engine. Callback executed when the value of the toggle is changed. That's not what I want. Okay, so that's not the one that I want. Particle systems, playables. There might be something in the UI though. Like that might be a thing. Oh, God. Why can't I see it? Interfaces? User elements. Classes. Slider. Slider. Wait, slider int. That's a thing? A slider containing integer discrete values. Oh, neat. I think we've got this one though. Well, this one seems cool. I think it's this one that we want. Okay, so we've just got the base slider, I think. Use of input elements. Wait, is this max value? No, they have high value and low value. Not just value. Well, there's value, but they don't have the max value. Is the maximum value... Wait, is that a thing that I am not privy to? Because like we were using max value. Yeah, max value is totally a thing. And high value is not. What the hell? Okay, so this is definitely different. Weird. Allow to set a value without being notified of a change, if any. INotifyValueChanged extension. INotifyValueChanged extension is a set of extension methods useful for object implementing INotifyValueChanged. Register this callback to receive change event T when value is changed. Oh, God. I think this is it. Like, this is literally what we're looking for, probably. Oh, God. Public static bool, register callback, event callback. Like, it's not quite what I'm looking for. I'm hoping for something better. Engine scripting, classes, garbage collector, attributes. Reserve attribute, prevent bytecode stripping from removing a class. Always like assembly attribute. Lumen networking low level, jobs, diagnostics crash report event. Events, I think it's this one. Unity events. Manual maybe? Scripting concepts maybe? Attributes, null reference exceptions, Unity events. Here we go. Unity events are a way of allowing user-driven callback. To persist from edit time to runtime without the need of additional programming. Unity events are useful for a number of things: content-driven callback, decoupling systems, persistent callbacks, pre-configured callback events. Unity events can be added to any mono behavior and are executed from code like a standard .NET delegate. When a Unity event is added to a mono behavior, it appears in the inspector, and present callbacks can be added. Unity events have a similar limitation to standard delegates. That is, they hold references to the element that is the target and stop the target being garbage collected. If you have a Unity engine.object as the target and the native representation disappears, the callback will not be invoked. Order of execution of event functions. Initiating prefab at runtime. Think this is it? Unity events. Let's watch a tutorial. Events in Unity. Ah, come on. Here we go. All right. There we go. And then... All right.
Events are specialized delegates that are useful for when you want to alert other classes.
There we go. And then... one second.
Events are specialized delegates that something has happened. In practice, you will see that events function very similarly to public multicast delegates. For more information on delegates, see the lesson on delegates linked below. An event can be thought of like a broadcast system. Any class that is interested in an event can subscribe methods to it. When that specific situation occurs, like a button click, a power-up, or player injury, we invoke our event, and that in turn calls the methods of the subscribed classes. We have here a scene with 2 orbs in it. One orb has a script called teleport script, while the other has a script called turn color script. Attached to our camera is an event manager script. An event can be made for just about any situation, but in this example, we want to invoke an event whenever the player clicks a button that we are drawing to the screen. In our event manager, we can see that we first create a delegate type, which we name click action. We can see that any method that wishes to subscribe to our event must take no parameters and have a return type of void. Next, we create our event variable. We do this with the
Okay.
event keyword. Note that this variable is also static, so that we can use it outside of the class without instantiating an object of this class. Our event variable, which we have named onClick, is of the type of the delegate we created above. The only other thing this class is responsible for is calling the event whenever the appropriate situation arises. Like we stated before, we will call this event whenever the player clicks our button. Therefore, this script has an onGUI method. Inside the onGUI method, we create a button on our screen. When the player clicks the button, we use our event variable as if it was a function. This, in effect, invokes our event. Please note that just like delegates, it causes an error if we invoke an event with no subscribers. Therefore, we should always make sure that the event does not equal null before invoking it. If you recall, the 2 orbs in our scene have 2 different scripts attached to them. These 2 scripts will act as subscribers to this event. Let's take a look at them now. In the teleport script, we have created a method called teleport. This is the method that we will be subscribing to the event that we created in the event manager. You will notice that the teleport method takes no parameters and has a return type of void, just like our delegate. The teleport method is responsible for positioning the object randomly along the y-axis. Near the top of our script, we have a method named onEnable. This is a built-in method that will be called whenever the object that the script is attached to is created or enabled in a scene. We will use this method to subscribe our teleport method to the onClicked event of the event script. We can see that we subscribe a method to an event by using the plus equals operator. By subscribing a method to an event, we ensure that whenever the event occurs, our method will be called. Next, we have the onDisable method. Opposite of the onEnable method, the onDisable method is called whenever an object is disabled or destroyed in a scene. Inside the onDisable method, we are unsubscribing our method from the event. We unsubscribe a method from an event using the minus equals operator. Doing so will ensure that our method is no longer called when an event occurs. This step is incredibly important, and failure to do so can lead to memory leaks and errors in your game. A good rule is that whenever you subscribe a method to an event, you must also have a corresponding unsubscribe. Our turn color script is structured very similarly to our teleport script. In this case, we have a method called turn color, which takes no parameters and has a return type of void. The turn color method turns the object's material a random color. Again, we have the onEnable and onDisable methods. This time, they are subscribing and unsubscribing our turn color method from the event. It is worth noting another time that unsubscribing our method from the event is paramount to using events correctly and preventing errors in our code. Back in Unity, we can run our scene. The first thing to notice is the button that appears near the top. Clicking this button will invoke our event and call the teleport and turn color methods. We can click the button multiple times, and each time, the subscribed methods will be called. As we can see, our event manager only needed to worry about the event itself and the triggers for the event. It did not need to know about the teleport script or the turn color script. Likewise, the teleport script and turn color script didn't need to know about each other. In this way, we are able to create a very robust and flexible broadcast system. You might be wondering why we used a static event variable instead of a public delegate variable in our event manager. The truth is, you can achieve the exact same functionality of events with public delegate variables. In fact, as we stated at the beginning of this lesson, events are just specialized delegates. The reason we use events over public delegate variables for situations like this is that events have inherent security where delegate variables do not. With events, other classes can only subscribe and unsubscribe. If we were to use a public delegate variable instead, other classes could invoke or override our delegate variable to do all sorts of nefarious things. Generally speaking, if you want to create a dynamic method system that involves more than one class, use event variables instead of delegate variables.
That was just fun.
Use events or Unity events? That's a question that I get all the time, and that's what I'm going to answer today. We're going to go over what events are, what Unity events are, what the differences are, why you might want to use one in place of the other, or where you can use both. I'm going to give you some simple, concrete examples of how you can use them in a game to make really cool things happen, and show you the code behind it, and then make that available for download as well. Before I get started, though, if you have a preference, if you really like using just regular events, or you prefer Unity events, drop that in the comments below. I'm curious to know what people are using before they get started, and see if this video maybe changes anybody's mind. Also, if you don't mind, please hit that like button and the subscribe. It really helps. I appreciate it a lot. Or just drop in a comment and say hello. To demonstrate the difference between Unity events and events, I've set up a simple example scene where I've got a character that is a collector and wants me to go collect red gems, and as I pick up red gems, they will send an event back to him that'll do some updates to the screen. Let's watch and see what happens. So I go pick up a gem, and a little bit of text appears and updates. Pick up another gem, and it keeps updating. And if I get that yellow one, I should expect it to not update because it says pick up the red gems, no update. And I get these last 2 red ones, and he is jumping in for joy, and the spikes beyond him are clear, so I can run over here and go do something. Maybe go pick up this giant star that I can't actually pick up. So let's talk about how this is set up, where we use events in a setup like this versus Unity events, and why we would really want to use Unity events here and not just use regular C# events. So let's stop and take a look at how this all actually works. Here you can see we've got our scene set up with a player, a little camera set up using Cinemachine and a target group camera to follow him. And then we've got a collector object, and the collector object has a sprite renderer for his little alien sprite, but then I've got this collector script on it, and you'll see that it's got an onComplete complete event. This is our Unity event. We'll dive into it in a little bit. And then it's got this list of gatherables. Let's open up the script and take a look at it. So here it is in its entirety. You can see that it's relatively short. There's not a lot to it. And some of it down at the bottom is actually just editor stuff to help us out with setting things up. So let's go through what this class is doing, how it's using events and how it's using Unity events, how that differs, and how we hook it all together. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here and take a look first at the couple serialized fields. We have one for our text. That's for that text that's saying how many to update. Get 3 more, get 2 more, get 1 more. We have a list of gatherables. And if I go back into Unity, you notice that that's this list right here, or this array of gatherable objects. It's actually a list because I recently learned that you can serialize lists and arrays the same. So now I just go back and forth for a little while as I try to cement that into my brain. So we'll open up the script one more time and look down here at the next field. It's this onCompleted event. And I'd mentioned that that is our Unity event. That's this thing right here, onComplete. And what this is really an area where I can define a list of actions or things that I want to happen when my onComplete occurs. So whenever I invoke the onComplete event, then all of the things that I've added in this list here will run. And I can add more things by hitting the plus, or I can hit the minus and just remove them. In fact, let's clear them all out and go through the process of adding them for anybody who's not familiar with how to add things to a Unity event. So here it says list is empty, and I can hit plus. And the first thing that I need to do is assign an object. So on the left side, you'll see that it says runtime only. There's also an editor and runtime option. I always use runtime only. And then there's a field for an object. We're going to go select the spikes. So if I find my spikes, I can click it and just drop it right in here. Once I do that, all of the components that are on the spikes will show up here in this list. So right now I've got 5 because if I go select my spikes, I've got 5 components. There's transform, sprite render, tell, inter, polygon collider, and game object. They're all going to have game object. So that's the 5th one. You see 4, but there's 5 because of the game object. So go click on it again, and game object was the option that we checked. And I just checked set active, which takes in a Boolean parameter. So it takes a true or false. The default is false, which means that it sets the spike to not active. Then I added another event handler right here with that plus. And then we need to assign something to it. And in this case, I was updating my, what was it, the remaining text? Or no, the pop-up text. So the pop-up text right there. And we're going to set the text by just selecting text mesh pro UGUI. And I believe there's a set text or a text one. I'll just find it. There we go, text. And then we set the value to, well, hey, thanks again, exclamation mark. And then the final thing that I was doing was changing his sprite renderer. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to make it so that this gem turns on instead. So instead of the sprite renderer changing, he'll make this gem appear and just start falling down. So I'm going to turn the gem off. I've moved it into that position. Go select my collector, and then I'm going to hit plus, add one more event, assign that gem yellow, select the game object one again, and set active and set that to true. Now, it's also worth noting that I could call my own events or my own methods, not events really, but my own methods on my classes or my scripts if I wanted to. Here, I'm really just setting text and setting properties or setting an active state, but there's nothing that prevents me from invoking a method that takes in a parameter with a number like add points and passing in a value of 5 if it takes in a number parameter. So here we go. I've got my updated version. I'm going to hit play. Just watch it happen real quick so that we see the gem fall down. You can see how it kind of works. There we go. All beautiful. And then we're going to go back into the code. Let's look at how we actually invoke this event now, and then dive into what regular events are and why we might want to use a regular event versus a Unity event. So let's take a look at the code again. Remember, we have our text and we have our list of collectibles. It's currently named gatherables. These are all of the things that we need to go gather. And then we have a list of collectible named collectibles. I think I actually want to rename this. So I'm going to hit Control RR and rename this to collectibles remaining. This is really the collectibles that I haven't gathered yet. So in our onEnable, what we're doing is turning this list into a new list that's a copy of our gatherables. Really what we're saying is copy this list of gatherable objects, and we're going to remove it from this list as we go along. And once that list is empty, we're going to fire off our event. So we're creating a copy of this list. We can just remove things from it. Then we do the magic of events here on line 21 and 22. So we loop through all of our collectibles remaining. We use the for each loop, which is going to give us an instance or a reference to each of the collectibles in the collectibles remaining list. And then we register for the onPickup event by using the plus equals syntax and assigning it to handle pickup. What this is registering for an event with a callback. And I'm going to hit F12 to go look at that onPickup event of the collectible. Remember, this is of this collectible class right here. So hit F12, and here you can see my event, which is set up quite a bit different from a Unity event. It says public event action has a type of collectible, and it's just named onPickup. There's no Unity event. There's no serialized field. We have this event keyword that's a little bit different, and the action and this parameter type. A lot going on here. So what's really happening here is we're setting up this event that we can pass back in a collectible to, and you're going to see that here on line 13. First, let's take a look at the onTriggerEnter2D. So what are we doing here is just check to see if we have a player. If a player is the thing that walked into us, so if we get a player component, then we call the onPickup method by using the question mark dot invoke and then passing in this. Now, what we're actually doing here is invoking this method and passing in ourself as a reference parameter or parameter so that when we need to remove ourselves, we'll have a reference. So you'll see that in just a moment. But the question mark dot part is important because normally, or in the old days, what we would have to do is check for null references on an event. We don't have to do this with a Unity event. So we would do something like this. If onPickup is not equal to null, then we would say onPickup and pass in this. Now, that syntax works perfectly fine, but the shorthand for it now just allows us to do it with the question mark dot and invoke. This will do the exact same thing. It'll call that onPickup event, but it will only do it if there is something registered and it's not null. Again, a Unity event won't be null, so you don't need the question mark dot. It won't hurt, but it won't do anything extra. The last thing that we do is just set the collectible to not active, and this is what's happening on our gems. Our gems get set to not active every time we pick them up. So let's go back to the registration. Here we register for our event, and we register with this handler, the handle pickup method, and you'll see that right below. Notice that the parameter here matches the parameter in our event. If I add another parameter to this method, like int number, we're going to have a compiler error. In fact, it should pop up any second. There we go, saying that the overload doesn't match the delegate. The delegate takes an action of collectible, and my method takes a collectible and a number. So I need to remove that parameter. And then let's look at what happens when onPickup is called. Our handle pickup will run. It'll pass in this collectible, which is the object that's being picked up, and then we remove it from the collectibles remaining list. So we start off with what is 8, and we go down to 7 things. Then we call update text. I'm going to scroll down here and just look at update text. Update text just says text.setText, and we count the number of things remaining in our list. So we've removed them. We went from 8 to 7. We say, hey, set text to 7 more, and then we turn the text off if we get down to 0 things. So if we have 0 things, or we have the full count of things available in our list, so we haven't picked up anything, then we turn the text off. We just turn it on when we have some number of remaining things more, and we pick something up at least. Now let's go back to the Unity event, because this is where it kind of all ties together. So finally, after we pick the item up, if we're out of items, we picked up our last one, we call the onCompleted event by using onCompleteEvent.invoke. Again, we don't need the question mark because the Unity events won't be null themselves, just their register callbacks could be empty. So that's really all there is to it. That's all you need to make this happen. And it's very easy to kind of extend this and start building out more things. If I wanted to have something that fires off like on the first pickup, I could have a thing that says like if collectibles remaining that count is equal to the gatherables that count minus 1, then on picked up first event dot invoke. and I could set up a Unity event like that. It just fires off when I pick up the first item. And I can do the same in just about any scenario. And hopefully you can start to see places where we could set this up, just fire off things that we can hook up in game and add some cool customization and cool level design with. All right, so hopefully you've gotten the idea that you really should be using both of these in most projects. You should use Unity events for things where you want to do stuff that's specific with the scene, or one-off events or one-off types of things that you're going to be doing in your game that are really specific to scenes or specific to a single object, where you don't want to write code for it, or you don't need to necessarily write code to go toggle an object on and off or change the text of an object you're going to do once. And you want to use regular events or C# events or delegates when you're doing things that you don't want to have to go hook up in the editor. You don't want to have to go sign this gem or assign this collector to every single gem. Say, hey, gem, go do something to this collector. You want to be able to say, hey, go get all of the collectible things and just register for an event on them and do it that way, so that I don't have to go in and set things up. I don't have to go find objects. I don't have to go deal with these references and manage this stuff. It's very easy for this stuff to break.
Okay. That's nice and easy. So let's go back here.
We create our event variable, but we can see that we first create a delegate type, which we name click action. We can see that any method that wishes to subscribe to our event must take no parameters and have a return type of void.
Okay, so here, this is kind of the problem here. Huh. Public. Wait.
Next, we create our event variable. We do this with the event keyword. Note that this variable is also static, so that we can use it outside of the class without instantiating an object of this class.
Public static event. Click action. Okay, wait. So, okay, so we would have public delegate void, public delegate void, apply damage, right? And then public static event apply damage. And this would be one sec.
Our event variable, which we have named onClick, is of the type of the delegate we created above. The only other thing this class is responsible for is calling the event whenever the appropriate situation arises. Like we stated before, we will call this event whenever the player clicks our button. Therefore, this script has an onGUI method. Inside the onGUI method, we create a button on our screen. When the player clicks the button, we use our event variable as if it was a function. This, in effect, invokes our event. Please note that just like delegates, it causes an error if we invoke an event with no subscribers. Therefore, we should always make sure that the event does not equal null before invoking it. If you recall, the two orbs in our scene have two different scripts attached to them. These two scripts will act as subscribers to this event. Let's take a look at them now. In the teleport script, we have created a method called teleport. This is the method that we will be subscribing to the event that we created in the event manager. You will notice that the teleport method takes no parameters and has a return type of void, just like our delegate. The teleport method.
Okay, wait. Yeah, this is potentially a problem. Okay, I think I need a slightly different one here. Maybe this one.
Hey there, I'm Matt, and welcome to Game Dev Guide. This week, we're taking a look at building a custom event system for your game. We'll look at how to build one, and why doing so might be useful. But first, we're going to have to take a small diversion and talk about singletons and dependencies. If you're not already aware, a singleton is a design pattern that restricts us to having one singular instance of an object. If another object in our code needs some data from active at any given time, note upon the singleton instance to refer to it.
Sure.
Singletons are incredibly useful for getting access to classes that you know you're only going to have one instance of. This is most notable in Unity when you call code like camera.main or eventsystem.current. The design of the engine expects only one of these classes to be active at any given time in your project, so we can get a reference to it with a simple call like this. With that in mind, let's talk about dependencies. Let me explain a typical scenario and see if you fall somewhere into one of these two categories. In Unity, you're probably relying on one of two things to be able to access data from another class or object. You've either got a bunch of public properties in monobehaviors that you can assign in the inspector to get a reference to something, or you're using a plethora of singletons frequently in your code to get the data you need for your various components and objects in your game. Odds are that most of us would usually fit somewhere in that spectrum. Regardless of where you're positioned, you're sitting in a big bowl of dependency-flavored spaghetti code, and the moment you tweak, remove, or refactor one of those scripts, you're probably having a bad time. This is especially the case on large projects where bloat's a real problem. Code can spiral out of control quickly, and dependencies can stack faster than the professional cup stacking champion. Yes, that's a real thing. Look it up. It should be pretty clear from this that anything we can do to mitigate dependencies in our codebase is a good thing. So this is why we turn to a custom event system. A custom event system is a form of observer pattern. This is where an object, also known as the subject, maintains a list of its dependents, known as observers. Then, if a state is changed, the subject notifies all of the observers of said change, usually by calling them methods. So, for our event system, we're going to create methods with our
just
script to
get to
subscribe and
the
listen to.
code.
Then, in our game, whenever something happens that our observers are listening for, we'll tell the event system to dispatch that event. If you've ever used a Unity action or the event trigger components in the inspector, these are using a very similar methodology, just that our event system will be a single object for all of our code to point and talk to, rather than being spread across multiple components. I've got a scene here with a little cube, and I've got a wall and a door that I want to open when our cube enters the trigger area. We're going to do all of this using our event system, meaning that none of these objects will depend on one another existing for any of this to work. Let's start by making a new game object and adding a new script called game events. With the script open, we'll start by making a static singleton reference to the script. Yes, I'm aware of the irony. Now we'll define our first event, which will be one that comes from a trigger point beside the door. So we'll create a public event action called onDoorwayTriggerEnter. We'll then create a public method called doorwayTriggerEnter, and we'll check to make sure that the action isn't null before invoking it. Next, we'll need to get our objects to subscribe to the event. First, let's from a trigger point beside the door. So we'll create a public event action called onDoorwayTriggerEnter. We'll then create a public method called doorwayTriggerEnter, and we'll check to make sure that the action isn't null before invoking it.
Public. Oh, okay, weird.
Next, we'll need to get our objects to subscribe to the event. First, let's create a method on our door that listens to the event and opens when it's dispatched. From the start method, we'll call the event system, and we'll access the onDoorwayTriggerEnter action like this. As you can see, because we defined the action as an event, we can't just equate a single method to it. It will only allow methods to be subscribed and removed, so we use the plus equals operator instead, which basically just means add me to your list of subscribed events. Then, we'll simply tween our door upwards when the event is triggered. So now that we have the event listening, we need to trigger the event itself. Over on our door trigger, we'll add an onTriggerEnter method. Then we'll simply call the event system and tell it to dispatch the event. We can see that the event system is triggered and the door opens. Let's repeat the whole process by adding another event into our event system that will tween our door to close again if the trigger is exited. And as you can see, we've managed this with only the event system as our single dependency. If I remove or delete any of these elements, everything will still carry on running smoothly. Similarly, if we duplicate our door and trigger a few times to make a series of rooms, we can see that we don't need to do anything extra to get this to work. It's handled by our event system automatically. But Matt, this causes all the doors to open, you might be saying. What if I want to link a door to a specific trigger? Well, that's a great question, friend. Let me show you. The beauty of our custom event system is the ability to pass parameters into actions. So let's add an integer into our actions and force this to be passed by the methods. We need to go through and update our subscribe and listener methods in our scripts to match this change. Unfortunately, we can't escape all dependencies. We'll also need to set up an index ID property on our trigger and door, and then we'll check that if the ID that's passed by the method matches the one on the door, open sesame. And there we have it. We've now got events that are still agnostic, but they're using parameters passed into them to handle their behavior locally. One final thing, it's really important to unsubscribe the event from the event system when the object is no longer needed or when it's destroyed. Otherwise, you'll be running into a large number of null point errors, and as you can see here, if I delete this door while the game is running and then walk into its trigger, it's not pretty. So let's go into our code and add a method to our door that unsubscribes from our event system when it's destroyed. Clean code is important, especially with systems like this, so just be vigilant and try to remember to stay on top of it. On a side note, you might be wondering if it's possible to give events a return type. Using the func class, you can have an action give either a return type or a return type and parameters. For instance, if you want to return a list of doors that are currently in the game, it will probably look something like this. I would recommend limiting func events like this as much as possible, and you probably want to have a single script subscribing to the event to avoid any issues, but for the sake of the topic, that's how you approach it. And that's about all there is to it when it comes to building a custom event system.
Okay, this is perfect.
We'll simply tween our door up later. We'll add an onTrigger, repeat the whole process by adding.
Does he provide just the code? Please just give me the code. No, you didn't. You didn't just give me the code. Whatever. Okay, so okay, so it looks like what we need is we need the game events, which will, I guess we'll just put in here, right? Yeah, okay. So wait, this would be private awake. No, I don't want to do that there. I think that we should probably do something like this. Project scripts, create folder, events, create script, C# script, take damage event. There we go. Because this is going to need to be relative to a lot of things. Yeah, there we go. Character events. There we go. Take damage events.
another event into our event system, but between our door to close again, dependency. We can see
Okay, so let's do
the whole process.
the very
We'll use
basic
plus equals
one
operator
here.
instead. I've got a wall and a door that I want to open. I'm aware of the irony. Now we'll define our first event, which will be one that comes from a trigger point beside the door. So we'll create a public event action called onDoorwayTriggerEnter. We'll then create a public method called doorwayTriggerEnter, and we'll check to make sure that the action isn't null before invoking it.
Okay, so let's see here. Where is that event? Take damage event here, right? So we're not going to have a start and update on this one. And I don't think that we need this, but it does say that he's using system, so that's probably going to end up getting used. So in this one, it would be public static to do take damage event, correct? Private void away. Weird. Okay. And then this one would be current equals this. Public event action on take damage, on apply damage. Event public void doorway sorry on sorry apply damage event, and then if on door on apply damage event is not equal to null,
Next, we'll need to
on apply damage event that.
get our objects to subscribe to the event. First, let's create a method on our door that listens to the event and opens when it's dispatched. From the start,
Okay, so then we come to here, and then we do start.
start method will call the event system and
And then that would be take damage event dot current dot on apply event plus equals on apply
it will access the onDoorway trigger enter action like this. As you can see, because
here, and then this would be the update. The update here. Here, yeah. I think that this needs to be a bit different. Like, yeah. No, this won't be apply damage. Actually, would it be? No, let's make this update. Let's make this an update thing, right? So this would be that's good. We want to do that so we can easily yeah, this weird situation that this is in here. Um, there we go. So I want to rename this. Not take damage. Rename. Health bar events. Event. Then we come over here, and this would be health bar. Oops. We can close this. Don't save. Health bar event here. This would be health bar event. And this would be update health bar. No, update. No, we can leave that as apply damage. Or no, update current health. There we go. And on update current health. Update current health. There. And then this would be health bar event.
Because we define the action as an event, we can't just equate a single method to it. It will only allow methods to be subscribed and removed, so we use the plus equals operator instead, which basically just means add me to your list of subscribed events.
Then this would be private void update current health. Update current health.
Then we'll simply clean our door upwards when the event is triggered. So now that we have the event listening, we need to trigger the event itself. Over on our door trigger, we'll add an onTriggerEnter method, then we'll simply call the event system and tell it to dispatch the event. We can see that the event system is triggered and the door opens.
Okay, wait. Now we go back here. And then we go to character here. Attack. To apply damage here. Then this would be the...
We'll add an onTriggerEnter method, then we'll
But I did not mean to press that twice.
simply call the event system and tell it to
Then in here, this would be health bar event dot current dot update current health. There. Now this would trigger anytime something takes damage.
dispatch the event.
Let's see if this works, right? So this would be debug.log. I'm working like so. And then we come back over here to the game. We hit play. Something was wrong here. And this behavior is missing. I think I left an error, didn't I? Character, maybe? User character? Wait, where's the error? Console. Health bar 38. 38 of health bar. This one. Object reference not set. to an instance of object. Health, wait, health bar at 38. Yeah. Object reference, not set to instance of an object. Wait, what?
You can see that the event system is triggered and the door opens. Simply tween our door upwards when the event is triggered. As you can see, because we define the action as an event,
Let me also go back here to the Unity one. Ow, teleport script. Event manager, here we go. Oh, right, because that's a click action, which isn't what I want. And then this one here would be a... Okay, so I did this wrong because the health bar event is not an action, it's something else. And then I think he has
When you're
an
building
example.
Field for an object. So I need to go gather. And then we have a list of collectible named collectibles. I think I actually want to rename this. So I'm going to hit Control RR, list of and 22. So we loop through all of our collectibles remaining. We use the for each loop, which is going to give us an instance or a reference to each of the collectibles in the collectibles remaining list. And then we register for the on pickup event by using the plus equals syntax and assigning.
Would this be... What would this... I guess maybe this would be a U-long? Or maybe a game object. Property. Let's go back to this here. Wait, where did it go? This is not it. I wanted the documentation. On variable change delegate. Ow. Let's see here. Unity list of delegates. Adding a list of on click add. No. Create UI interface. This isn't quite what I want either. Is it possible to create a listener field with method delegates?
Delegates allow you to create robust and complex behaviors in your scripts. A delegate can be thought of simply as a container for a function that can be passed around or used like a variable. Just like variables, delegates can have values assigned to them, and these values can be changed at runtime. The difference is that while variables contain data, delegates contain functions. Here we have a scene with a game object in it. The game object has a delegate script attached to it. We will be monitoring the output of the scene in the console view. In the delegate script, the first thing we do is declare our delegate template. This template will dictate exactly what types of methods we can assign to our delegate. We create a delegate with the delegate keyword. What follows the delegate keyword is the delegate's signature. Just like a function, our delegate has a return type, a name, and a parameter list. In this example, we can see that in order...
Wait. Public event. No, wait. Wait. Let's go back here and we'll do Unity events. Yeah, I don't care about that one. This one. Docs. Unity event. Okay, so wait. Oh, interesting. This is new and interesting. Invoke 5. Wait, what's this? If you wish to use generic Unity event types, you must override the class type. I don't care. Event base. Cool. Event. Model behavior. Unity event. My event. Start. If Unity event is equal to null, my event is equal to new Unity event. My event dot add listener ping. Void update. If invoke, and that will call ping. If I go to this one, 5, my int. Oh, and then you need to make this my int event. Unity int. Unity event int. Okay. Huh. Okay. This kind of makes sense. But this doesn't explain the moving around here. Right? Because like what happens when I remove it? Get persistent event count. Get a number of registered. Ugh. I think I'm gonna have to come back to this. Anyways, thank you to everybody. I'm gonna call it a night, do some research, and I'll be back tomorrow. Anyways, thank you to everybody who joined, stuck around, lurked, anybody who liked or commented or chatted. Everybody was awesome, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. All right, thanks.